Hundreds of people gather in Bogota's main square. They are holding pictures of their loved ones missing or killed in Colombia's nearly 50-year war with the FARC guerrillas. But with both sides now in historic peace talks, these victims will be silent no more. They've gathered here to make calls for justice. People like Sebastián Sanchez, whose father was kidnapped 10 years ago and missing ever since.
We victims need to have a voice during the talks. We need to feel as though our voice is taken into account.
Over the years, thousands have been kidnapped by the FARC and are still missing, despite the rebel group's disavowing hostage-taking earlier this year. The family members are the silent victims of forced displacement, disappearance, and murder. Those like Marlene Blandón, whose 12-year-old son was taken by the FARC 5 years ago.
I ask God that President Santos and the Colombian government give us a delegate in the peace talks to be able to know where our kids are.
Of the 6 key government negotiators, there are politicians, military members, and a representative of the business community, but nobody directly associated with the victims. However, the government points to the fact that of the 5 agreed-upon points of discussion in these peace talks, one of them is how to protect the rights of the victims and hold FARC guerrillas accused of crimes accountable. But if any of the demobilized guerrillas are granted full immunity, it could certainly infuriate the families.
We can't have a situation where after the peace negotiations we have former guerrillas walking free on the streets, and we have families knowing that this is the guy who possibly killed or kidnapped a loved one, and thinking there is no justice.
The pain here is real. Jorge Ivan Gutierrez had 2 brothers killed by the FARC, one of which has never been found.
We expect truth and justice to come from this peace process, and that we at least know where the body of my brother is, to be able to bury him with dignity.
For the families, dignity in having a voice in shaping the peace everyone seems to be seeking. Gabriel Elizondo, Al Jazeera, Bogota, Colombia.